Hey everybody, it's me Stacey here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Hello everybody. Welcome to today's Saturday with Stacey YouTube class number 607. And this class is all about you don't know what you don't know until you know it. That's what this class is about. You don't know what you don't know until you know it. And I am the proud leader of that group. So welcome in. I have got a super fun class for you today. We are featuring dies from Simple and Basic, an international company. We are featuring papers from Paper Favorites that every single person who has seen the die or the papers has done this. Like, oh my gosh, like, can we buy it now? And it's like, no, Saturday morning. Every single person who's come into the store while we've been making samples is like, well, I don't see that on the floor. Nope, not until Saturday. So Paper Favorites and Simple and Basic, they are international companies and can kind of be a little tricky to find here in the States, but not here at Scrapbooking Made Simple. We love both of these brands so much. Now, before we get into today's class, of course, we've got some things to talk about. Monday is the opening of the June 2025 warehouse sale here at Scrapbooking Made Simple. So Monday, 6 p.m. sunny California time, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, we launch the warehouse sale. And the warehouse sale runs the entire month of June and into the first week of July. Every Monday, I come back and we bring you new products, new manufacturers. We put new things into the warehouse sale, and it is an amazing event. And when I say warehouse sale, I'm not talking 20 or 30 or 40% off. No, we start at 50% off, 60% off, 70% off, 80% off, 90% off, and some things even higher than 90% off. That is a warehouse sale. But of course, there's terms and conditions that every good thing must have the terms and conditions to go with it. And there is a video right here on the Scrapbooking Made Simple YouTube channel that we encourage you strongly to watch before you place an order so you understand how this sale works. It is unlike any other sale you have ever participated in. And I want to give you all that information ahead of time. We've been doing this sale now for, I think, 18 years. A long time. So it's not new to us, but if you're a newbie, it will be new to you. And I want you to be aware of what happens during the sale, the shipping time frames, how each week works, and how we continually are adding more product in, and most importantly, to bring your patience. But you're gonna save. I've seen people take $20 and parlay it into over $200. Really, we have. Can't go wrong with that, right? So Monday, join me right back here on the Scrapbooking Made Simple YouTube channel when I show you. I'll have a whole assortment of Sizzix. Week 1, we are starting with Sizzix. So our Make It Mondays, our normal Make It Mondays for the month of June will turn into our Make It Monday warehouse sale. And like I said, it will run the entire month of June and into that first week of July until that first Monday in July. That's when I'll come back to our normal Make It Monday events. So looking forward to that. Very excited. We've been working very hard to get it done. And we hope you enjoy all of the deals and steals and values and bargains that we were able to get for you. Now, we also have Winner Chicken Dinner to talk about. Hello. I have 2 lovely ladies who have won a gift card at oh so right time. Although you may want to spend the gift card on this, what I have for you today, or you may want to spend a little today and save a little for the warehouse sale. However you want to spend your gift cards in your online account, well, you go have at it and make it fun. Just remember, with the warehouse sale, the longer it takes you to check out, the more likely product will have sold out by the time you hit checkout, and you'll have to remove it from your cart. So let's talk. Our first winner chicken dinner, who liked the video last week and they posted a comment below. So there's a place that says comments below me. Live chat comments don't count. So this person liked the video because that determines how much money we give away. And then they posted a comment below. They are a recipient, like I said, $100 gift card. Wow, great timing. Christine Quinn. Hello, Christine Quinn. How are you doing? Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Well done, you. Talk about a perfect time. The little check mark is in the box, Christine, so that means your money is waiting for you in your online account. Now, our second winner is Annette. Annette Heiga? Is that right? Is it Heiga? Because when two vowels go a walkin', the first one does a talkin'. So I think it's Heiga, because there's an I and an A, and two vowels went a walkin', so the first one does the talkin'. Annette, even if I pronounced your last name wrong, you're going to forgive me. I know you are. I trust you are, because you just got a $100 gift card from Scrapbooking Made Simple. And that is certainly a wahoo kachoo and worthy of a little forgiveness. So Annette and Christine, well done you. You both liked the video. You posted your comment below. Your comment was kind, it was polite, it could be general, it doesn't have to be anything specific, not about the video, not about me. This is off limits. No personal comments about the attributes or the laugh or anything else. All you have to do is say, hey, that's good enough. That'll put you in the running, just like Annette and Christine did. And now they are winner, winner, chicken dinners. And of course, we have to do the winner, winner, chicken dinner dance. So ladies, sit up straight. Let's sit up straight. Are you ready? You're a winner, chicken dinner. You're a winner, chicken dinner. Wahoo, kachoo. For you. Congratulations to the both of you. I hope you enjoy every last penny of that $100 and just spend it frivolously. Just have at it. Click buy, 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 buy. No, this is not Oprah Winfrey. It's not you get a car and you get a car, but it's add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. You got $100 to do that with. So if you want a chance to be a winner, winner, chicken dinner, oh, it's an SMS YouTube. There's the sirens. If you want a chance to be a winner, winner, chicken dinner, don't forget to post a comment below and like the video. I promise you, if you don't post a comment, I will never call your name, and you just never know when it's gonna be your turn. So today I have got a super fun video. I have my Simple and Basic, and I love Simple and Basic. They are one of my favorite companies. They are out of Denmark, so international. And the designer, she's absolutely lovely. She's just lovely and so sweet, and just, you know, when somebody's just nice and they're just a good person and they're so gracious and they try so hard, and yeah, that's the designer for Simple and Basic. She's just lovely. But then I also have Paper Favorites, and Paper Favorites is also a fabulous brand. And the 4 sets that I have from Paper Favorites are stunning. I've never seen so many people go, where's that paper? And I only have it only comes in, I have it in the A6 size and I have it in the 6x6 size, and we have it bundled together. So I'm gonna walk you through that paper first, some of the paper first, and then we're gonna get to the die. Because when I first saw the die, you don't know what you don't know until you know it. And I thought the die was just a couple frames, and I'm like, well, yeah, I don't need frames, we're good. And they're like, no, wait, let me show you what it does. And I saw it and I went, oh, I said, okay, I take it all back. I want it. I take it all back. Pay no attention to the last 5 minutes of our meeting. Let's just cut and start again. I want it. So I bought it for you, and I hope you like it as much as I do. We'll have to wait and see, but we are gonna start pretty simple. We're gonna go pretty simple in the beginning, and the reason why I do that is because I have to assume that not everybody is as experienced as the next person watching today's class. Maybe there's somebody brand spanking new who has never done any of this before, doesn't know where to start or how to start. And if I dive right in to the more technique-y aspect of the class, then I think that discourages a new crafter who feels like it might be too much for them. But if we start at the beginning, where we all started at one point, none of us started as wah crafter. No. In fact, even today, most of us are not wah crafter. We're crafters, we're makers. But we don't, it's not, I don't think any of us necessarily feels that when we look at our finished projects, we're like, oh my gosh, that deserves the cover of a magazine. So we all started somewhere, and we need to remind ourselves of that. Just like when Scrapbooking Made Simple hires employees. I hire people of every age that you can possibly imagine. I mean, we've had people working here who were 75 years old, 76 years old, and we've had 16-year-olds. And I think, and everybody deserves a first job. Everybody deserves a first job, but that first job can be so hard to get because nobody wants to give you that chance for a first job. Well, I'm the girl who says, everybody deserves a first job, knowing that eventually they're going to leave Scrapbooking Made Simple to something better, something bigger, something more in what they want to do when they grow up. But the goal is when they leave Scrapbooking Made Simple and they graduate from college or whatever, and now they're going out into the world, that I have made them a better employee for the next person so that they're more valuable to the next employer. Everybody has to start somewhere. So I am going to start pretty simple. I'm going to make a few cards, easy peasy, and then we're going to dive into the die cutting, and I hope you enjoy it. So I'm not gonna show you any samples. You're gonna have to wait until the end, but I am gonna tilt down. We are gonna get started. I'm gonna pull the paper packs out. The cards that I'm gonna start with, I'm gonna use the A6 paper packs, and when we get into die cutting, I'm going to use the 6x6 paper packs. So it's good to see everybody. Welcome to today's Saturday with Stacey class, and I hope you will understand why I say you don't know what you don't know until you know it. All right, down we go. Good to see everybody. It is really, really hot in here. It was like over 100 degrees here today, and our air conditioner is struggling. Well, it's not keeping up. Actually, it's turned off right now because I don't want it to over. So when I lift this up and you see my face, it may be as red can be, but that's going to be a little while from now, so we won't worry about it. Hopefully the sun is going down and it'll be better. Okay, so we have got the paper packs in the bundles only. Only way we've got it. We're not selling the 6x6 or the A6 6x6 or the background, the matting paper separately. I have 4 separate bundles for you. All of the bundles are exactly the same price. They retail for $20.97. We've got them for $16.99. Inside, make sure that I keep those. Inside, you're going to see the A6 size. You're going to see the 6x6 size. And then you're going to see the coordinating, or what we've put together as perfect paper for backgrounds for matting for these packs. Let me just open so you can see what we've got. So the A6 size has, it's 200 GSM. It is single-sided. It has 8 designs and 3 of each, so 24 sheets. So 1, 2, 3. And everybody has stopped and want to buy it. I said, no, if I let you buy it now, we won't have anything left for the YouTube class. Stunning, isn't it? So there is the A6 size of vintage sunflower. Then we have the 6x6. And 6x6, oop. Expands a little bit more on some of the designs. And it is also 200 GSM. It's single-sided. You have 24 sheets as well. So a little bit bigger, a little bit more of the design. They're absolutely gorgeous. And then when we get to the matting paper, gosh, I love that. Isn't that beautiful? I might have to use that one. That one's so striking. It's so stunning. When we get to the matting paper, this is 32 sheets of 8 colors. It is 240 GSM. It is double-sided, so you've got 4 of each sheet, and each sheet has 2 colors of paper. We tried to find paper packs that would really go well with the bundle so that you could really lean into it and start creating right away. This is an A5 paper pack, which means your A6 is half the size. So if we trim our image down, we'll be able to get 2 mats out of every single paper. And again, I thought the matting paper was super important, even in the blues. I know it's sunflowers, but it looks so striking on the blues and the grays. I thought this was the perfect paper. It's got the greens if you want. I think you're going to love it, but it is only sold as the bundle. And all 4 bundles are the same. A6, 6x6, and then the A5 double-sided cardstock to go with. So this is vintage sunflower. I'm not gonna walk through each of them individually. This is vintage mauve. I'll open the, well, maybe I'll open the, just to give you an idea of what we're looking at. Colors are magnificent. The designs are absolutely stunning. The finished samples are amazing. And I think you're going to love it all. So pretty, really is so pretty. So we've got the A6, we've got the 6x6. Since I'm going to be using it, I'm just going to pull it out of the paper pack. We've got the 6x6. That again, see, it just expands on the, it just kind of expands on the design. They're all the same price. They're all on sale. Gosh, isn't that beautiful? See, let's find this one. So there's the difference. This one has the finished edge. It kind of just completes the design. This one just gives you the flowers, just to show you a little bit of difference between the 6x6 and the A6. So these have more of the frame going around and more finished. And then of course we've got the simple, this is the simple and basic, and the cardstock. It's also, let me in. All your sheets to coordinate. So that was vintage mauve, and the samples are stunning. I'm just gonna toss all of this. Next, I have poppies. Now, honorary SMS girl, Patty, saw poppies, and she said, that one's mine. I'm like, okay. She said, I'm gonna be doing those samples. I said, absolutely, Patty. This screams Patty. Honorary SMS girl, Patty, this is her. In a paper. And it is beautiful. I mean, the colors are rich, they're gorgeous, they're just amazing. So there's the A6, and then, I mean, hello, gorgeous, right? Here's the 6x6, and again, same thing, the 6x6 just gives you a little bit more to the actual image. It's not necessarily just an enlarged version of the A6. You actually get more of the design. So, poppies, and then of course the cardstock to go with. 32 sheets, double-sided, 230 GSM, and it gives you all the colors that you're going to want to use with the poppies. So that's bundle number 3. And then bundle number 4 is Buttercup. Buttercup. Hello, Buttercup. Isn't that beautiful? I know none of us need more paper. I know, but I couldn't say no. I have as difficult of a time saying no to pretty paper or paper that I think is unusual or fascinating. I have a difficult time too, but it's so lovely. And I think for $16.99, getting the A6 where you've got 24 sheets, getting the 6x6 where you've got 24 sheets, and getting the cardstock where you've got 32 sheets, I think $16.99 is a good price. I think that's a fair price for international paper that is made gorgeous. And again, all it's doing is expanding some of the design a little bit. Just, I really just couldn't say no. And then I've got the coordinating cardstock. Now the cardstock was not designed at the same time the paper was. In fact, the cardstock, some of it's by Simple and Basic, some of it's by Lean. We just pulled things that we thought would go really well with each of those packs of papers, of the designer paper. So that is the 4 sets that we're playing with today. And I'm gonna make a couple cards, simple and easy. Well, simple and basic, ha ha ha. So I think this one's just dreamy. I just absolutely love that one, I do. Oh, I love that one too. I need to pick one. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with one of those two. And then I'll do one in the vintage mauve. That one's super pretty. Maybe I just keep it light and easy with that one. Not sure which ones I'm gonna do. I'm just picking myself 2 of each, and then in the moment, I'll decide. In the moment. So my classes are not scripted. They are not pre-taped. They are not voiceovered. I don't have the samples. What I'm doing isn't an easy bake oven where I put a a cheesecake in and then I pull a nicely made one out. I think I love that. It's, you know, they're done. We do it together, and that's what makes it a true class, is that you can grab your supplies and you can travel along with me as we go down our crafty journey. Oh, this is so pretty. Okay. You're like, wait a minute, Stacey, you already went through that one. I know, but I just can't help myself. I know it, I'm terrible. Maybe that one. Maybe that one. Oh, that one's nice. Maybe that one. Okay, that's more than I'm supposed to have, so I'm going to put something away. I'll put this one away. All right, so now let's narrow it down and let's do it. I'm going to put these to the side and I'm going to start with those sunflowers, and let's make 2 quick cards. So today I am using our tent fold from Hunky Dory. They are A6, and that means that the card, the paper literally fits right on top. It is a perfect fit right on top. You can't go wrong with that at all. So now I just have to decide. Oh, I grabbed 2 of the same. What do I want on top? Maybe I'm gonna do this one on top, and maybe this one here. Okay, so there, see, I decided. Look at how good that was. So I'm gonna put this one straight on top. I'm not gonna trim it down or anything. Grab my Stacey tape. Bing, bang, boom. I'm not gonna mat it, I'm gonna line it up because the card size is the exact size of my paper. It is a perfect A6. So it's a tent fold. You wanna make sure before you tape it down that it's not, you're not about to tape it down and it opens in the wrong direction. Been there, done that. So you want to make sure that your image matches the way you want it to open. So perfect size. I can lay it right over the top. And I've started my first card. Second card. This one I'm going to trim down just a little bit. So I'm going to grab my cardstock. And let's pick a color. Ooh, I like the gray. I like the darker gray too. No, I'm going to go with the grays. So it does have 2 colors of gray on it. This one's kind of a greenish gray, although that really looks good. Oh, I think either side is going to work just fine, to be honest with you. So I'm going to trim this down. Now, I do not have a trimmer. I know. You're like, what do you mean you don't have a trimmer? I don't have a trimmer. Still feel like I'm off. Okay, maybe that's better. I'm going to do this freehand. So the way I do that is cut it in half, Just need to be close, don't need to be exact. Leaves me a whole nother piece for something else. And then I want to mat this on here. So I'm just going to line it up, kind of like this. So if I were to cut all this off on the back side, what that would do is give me a mat that's about that big. So if you ever do this, if you ever want a freehand, this needs to be about double what you actually want to see. So I've got about twice as much as what I really want to see, because when I bring it back on, it's going to fit just like that. So I take it down, figure it out. Turn it over, and then I just cut. I'm like, well, you could use a trimmer. I could, but where would the fun be in that? Ta-da! Matted. If you need to straighten out your cut, straighten out your cut. I feel like I took a little bit off the bottom here. All right, and when I center it, I've got an even mat all the way around. Bing, bang, boom, done. Bing, bang, boom, done. Now, do I want that mat to cover up my whole white card? Because if I don't, then I do the same thing. A little bit of an edge. I just want a little bit of a white edge all the way around. Flip this over. I'm gonna do it this way. Nope, I'm gonna do it this way. A little bit of a white edge. Flip that over and let's see what we get. Now this may be the same size. Oh no, it's still good. Oh yeah, that works. Perfect. Yay. And just like that, I've matted. It's the fastest, easiest way if you don't mind it not being perfect. I am not a perfectionist in most things. I can hear every person who knows me is like, oh, please. Any person who has ever had dealings with me is like, Stacey, who are you kidding? Okay, I'm a little bit of an A-type personality, a little bit. But when it comes to matting, when it comes to creating, I'm a free spirit. I think imperfect is the new perfect because this is handmade. It's not store-bought. It's not supposed to look store-bought. It's supposed to look handmade because it is. I want my recipients to appreciate the fact that I took the time and the energy to think about them and make them something personal. So I'm just going to mat this down. I feel like I'm a little off, but I'm going to go with it. I'm using Stacey tape, double-sided adhesive. I would really love for the air conditioner to kick on right now. I am a lady of a certain age and yeah, it would be nice. Okay, make sure it opens in the right direction. Thank you. Otherwise, I was going to put this on the wrong way. Okay, bing, bang, boom. So I've got this one and this one. But I'm not done yet. I'm going to take that extra piece here and I'm going to trim this on down. Trim this on down. And now mat it in the center. What color did I use on the outside? This one, okay. Expose my sticky. Open up my tent fold and put my mat down. Now all I need are sentiments for these two. That's all I need is sentiments. And for sentiments today, we're using peelables from Katie Sue. So peelables are a pack of sentiments that are printed on a matte finished sticker. They're really wonderful. I've got the family and friends. So this has everything from mom and dad to son and daughter to husband and wife to grandma and grandpa to granddaughter and grandson to niece to aunt. There's a sentiment in here for everything. And this set comes with, this is 72, so you get 72 sentiments. I'll show them to you in just a minute. We have the thinking of you, which is 48 verses and just really nice, thoughtful, you know, just a note to let you know you're in my thoughts and prayers wherever you go. You know, it's a really nice sentiment set. Then we have the birthday wishes. This is a 72 set. So the 72 set, these two run a little bit more money because you're getting quite a bit more. So peelable, so these are the birthday sets. So everything birthday, every sentiment you could imagine for birthday. Then we have a message of faith. So religious-based messages, which are always needed. I think that the thinking of you incorporates some with sympathy, but so does the messages of faith. Those, they have encouragement and, you know, and just inspirational sentiments. Then we have our wonderful days verses, so all types of celebrations going on here. We have our Christmas peelables, little early but never too early for Christmas. So how these work is they come in sheets like this, and there's 6 on a sheet. So if you're getting 72 sentiments, you're getting 12 sheets. 6 times 12, yes. And if you're getting 48 sentiments, you're getting 6 times 6, 7, 8. 6 times 8. You're getting 8 sheets. Now, for me, it's easier to peel off because it's hard to see where the sentiments are. So I try to take this background piece off and just get rid of it. There's nothing to be done with this, just get rid of it. But what it does is it lets me see where the gloss is versus the matte. Where the matte is, that's where the sentiment is. That's where the sticker is. Where the gloss is, it isn't. So I can see clearly now where my sentiments are. See, hugs and kisses for a wonderful grandson. Maybe not with these. Let's see, maybe we've got some birthday. To a special granddaughter, we can do that. For a wonderful grandma, we can do that. Hugs and kisses for a beautiful granddaughter. Okay, we can do that one. peel it up. Now you can trim it down if you want. I'm gonna just layer it. Ooh. Well, I'm gonna layer it. No, I really don't want it right there. I'm gonna layer it right over the top of my, I'm gonna stop it, figure out where I want it to go and put it right over the top of my card. Okay, hugs and kisses for a beautiful granddaughter. Make sure that it's down really well. Trim off the back side. And I've put it right over the card. And you can't tell. It's amazing. And the more you kind of press into it and use your finger, the more it disappears into the background. These are wonderful stickers. They really are, because they put your sentiments on and you can't even tell that it wasn't part of the card to begin with. So card 1. Done. We'll put that right there. Card 2. So I'm gonna take the backing off. This is some of the birthday ones. I sent this card to you to say, we hope you have a happy birthday with lots of fun and lots of laughter and a great big birthday cake for after. Let's celebrate your special day. Wishing you a day from morning till night that's full of all things bright. Happy birthday. Wishing you a happy birthday. So I'm just going to put this, I'm going to decide which one I want. Let's celebrate your special day. Up. Figure out where I want it. And then down. And then rub into it. I'll use my, so you can see the difference. Let me show you. So this is where I've done it with my fingernail, and this is where I haven't. That still disappears really good, but if I just go in and use my finger, just as a little burnisher, it blends it in even better. And Katie Sue has a sentiment for everything. They have a sentiment pack for everything. Bam. 2 cards. Easy peasy mac and cheesy, done. So we'll put them, well, maybe we'll put them right there. Okay, so let's grab the, I'll do one of each of these. So I think I will do, maybe I'll put my sentiment on top of that, or maybe. So this one's beautiful. I'm going to do that one on the inside. I'll do that one on the outside. Maybe the inside. And I'll try to do this one on the outside. So we'll just do 3. All right, next, let's grab that paper that goes with our vintage mauve. And let's find some paper that I like. Or am I just going to put it right onto the card base? And then put my sentiment right in the middle. Okay, sure. The card bases make it easy and accessible. They come with envelopes. We actually have them in a few sizes. Make sure that it opens in the right direction. Okay, done. Now, let's do this one. I'm going to put the sentiments all on at the same time. So let's grab, because this one I'm going to put on the outside and then put my sentiment on the inside. Gosh, that's really good. So is that. This pack just, it's hard to decide what paper I want to use because it's all so beautiful. Do I want that? Oh, that's gorgeous. Or do I want the green? Oh, that's gorgeous. It truly is difficult to decide. They all look so amazing. Ooh, that's a really dark brown. Is that the other side of this one? Yeah, I think I'll do the green. Although the brown spoke to me. So I'm just going to cut it in half. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mat this onto there. There, I've got a perfect mat. Then I'm going to mat this onto there. And now I have to decide what I'm willing to lose. I think I'd rather lose a little bit of the top than of the bottom. That down, cut that down, straighten that cut just a little bit. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's so pretty. Let's put this down. Nope, that's not straight. Open it up, make sure that it opens the right way. And I don't even think I'm going to mat something on the inside. I think we're just going to put the sentiment straight on the white. Oh, so lovely. Okay, so that's 2. And I'll do the last one, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put it straight on, or I'm going to find a paper to go with. Call me crazy, but I might use that. It's got this little color right in there. Call me crazy. Okay, I'll understand, but I think I'm going to try that and see how it looks. So again, the cardstock wasn't designed to go with the printed paper, but we went out and found what we thought were really nice complementary colors that would work. Of course, you can use it for just about anything else too. So let's grab a base and let's cut. First mat done. Let's grab this color. Now I would rather lose from the bottom than from the top, so I'm going to cut a little off the bottom. And there's my mat. Oh, I like it. I do. Okay, let's tape it all down. Just so you can see how easy it really can be to make something handmade. Now you can take it so much further than this. You can go get glitter glue and bling, and you can do whatever it is you want to do to the front of the card. You can add your own take, your own spin, your own style. But you can also just sit down and in an afternoon make a bunch of these without the sentiments in them, ready to go. That way when you need it, you dive into your stash, you pick out the right card. Let me make sure it opens right. Oh, see, I almost did it. You pick out the right card, You put a sentiment on it, or you make these as gift cards. You make these, make 5 of them. Well, okay, so you get 24, so you make 6 of them. Each pad of A6 would let you do either 6 sets of 4 or 4 sets of 6. You get them all ready to go. You can even give them a sheet of happy birthday sentiments to go with it. Just include a full sheet and give them as a nice gift. People always like to be given cards that they then can give away, that they can use to send to somebody or give to somebody. It's always such a thoughtful gift, and I've never known anybody to say, oh no, I don't need these, or I don't want these. Let's put it inside, and then we'll add the sentiments. Put it on the right way, Stacey. We'll add the sentiments. And then we can move on to die cutting. But this way, if you're somebody who's brand new to this hobby, and this is something you've always wanted to try, I haven't used anything but paper, scissors, Stacey tape, which is a double-sided tape that you don't even have to cut. You can just tear it. There was no wet glue. There was no mess. There was no fuss. There was no muss. Literally scissors, some card bases, and one of these packs will give you everything. That gives you all the paper that you need. All you have to do is grab some card bases and ideally some double-sided tape, because that's super easy to work with as opposed to trying to glue it down. Glue can give you those ripply little bumps in your card. The tape will not do that. And a good double-sided tape, so Stacey tape, Simply Defined tape, or Elizabeth Crafts tape, or Score Pal, those are quality tapes that are going to stand up to the test of time. I can't say the same for the Dollar Tree or the dollar store. It may only cost $1, but sometimes you get what you pay for. Okay, let's add sentiments to these. These I didn't use. I feel badly I didn't use them, but we'll put them there for now. And this one needs a sentiment on the front. So stars are openings in heaven where our loved ones shine down. Aw. May cherished moments ease your pain and fond memories always remain. With heartfelt sympathy we share our thoughts and our love and our care. Gosh, will that fit? We're going to try and see if that'll fit. That's a lovely sentiment. So again, I'm going to I can see where the top is. I'm going to try and peel that back off. Just get rid of it. And that way I have a better visual of where my sticker is. Anywhere where it's matte is sticker, anywhere where it's gloss, it's the backing of the paper. So now I can go in there and I can see where to pull up. I think that'll fit. It's close. Ta-da! It was close. And then I just take my fingernail and go over the top so it blends in even more. And bam, easy peasy mac and cheesy. There's card number 2. Let's see, what are we gonna do with these? This one of them has just the plain white, yep. So what do we wanna do in this one? Special anniversary, hugs and kisses, birthday wishes. To my friend, so full of cheer, wishing you joy year after year, balloons and cake and presents too. I couldn't have picked a better friend than you. Aw, that's lovely. True friends are never apart, even if we are. You're always right in my heart. Sending lots of love. Okay, I like that one. That one works for me. So these pillables from Katie Sue are so useful. Now I just need to be able to see. And see where it stops and where it starts. There we go. And I'm just going to put it right on the white. Get out my little lumpy bumpies. And then bam. And then my last one is on the color. Okay, here. Sending healing hugs and well wishes for a speedy recovery. Bam. And on the paper, you can see, though you'll see a difference where I've used my fingernail and where I haven't. So this is more blended and that isn't. All I have to do is come in and just press down on that sticker a little more to give it a better adhesion to the paper, and it literally disappears. Bam. So just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. And they're all beautiful. And they're just, I don't know anybody who wouldn't just love to get one of these. And with those sentiments, it just perfection. So now we move on to you don't know what you don't know until you know it. And that has everything to do with this die set here. Everything to do with this die set. Now, by looking at this die set, you're going, kind of with the other, I mean, the bundle that we have has 3 die sets in it. Retails for $40. It's on sale for $31.99. And you will see samples made with this one and with this one. And they are stunning. The packaging, it doesn't give a lot of inspiration. It doesn't really give you a lot of, oh my gosh, I have to have that. If you have trouble envisioning what something could be, well, I guess that's what YouTube is for, because then we show you what it really is. And when I looked at these 3 dies, I was like, okay, well, I understand these 2. I get these 2. I can see what I can do with those. I have a good enough imagination that I get what I will do with those. But this one I got stuck on, and I'm like, we have frame dies, we do, and they nest, and yes, and the cute little buttons, that's a nice little thought, and Rasmus said, oh no, that's not what this does. And I'm like, what do you mean it's not what it does? He says, let me show you what it does. And then I lost my mind. So I have it here. I've got one open that we've been using. Because it's international, I'm going to continue to use the one that we brought in that I used to make the sets. Because if I open this, I can't easily get it again. What you have here are 2 different sizes of dies. You have the larger set and you have the smaller set. Now these dies work independently of each other. They can be just nesting dies. They absolutely can. But what takes this to another level is these little dies right here at the top. These are decorator. These let you decorate up top. These little dies at the top are a game changer. Game changer. So let's play, and let's start with the big one. And this time I'm gonna grab 6x6 paper. So let me go and find the 6x6 paper, and let's just grab 1 sheet of each so I just love this sheet. Is that the one I did? What did I do? Oh no, I didn't do that sheet. So I could do that sheet. I just love that sheet. But I love that sheet too. Decisions, decisions. All right, so I'm just gonna hold both of those. I'll make my decision when I absolutely positively have to. I don't positively have to make it right this minute. Then the 6x6 of the vintage mauve. Gosh, that's lovely. But I did pick that one out of the small one. Maybe I should do that one out of the big one, because I did pick that one out of the small. And then the poppy. Let's look at the 6x6 poppy. Paper really is a struggle picking I love them all, so it's hard for me to decide which is the best one, because I think that they're all the best one. Okay, I decided. And then Buttercup. Nope, I'm going to stick with that one. All right, so I've got to decide. There, I made the decision on that one. And I've got to decide. I made the decision on that one. You may not agree with my decisions, but that's okay. Okay, now I need to pick background paper for each of them. So this one goes with my sunflower. I'm either going to want that or I'm going to want that dark blue. So that's for my sunflower. Then for my mauve, we'll see which one I like better. And then for my poppy, and last but not least, my buttercup. Okay. Now we're going to die cut. So the large die contains 2 dies. You've got a outer die and your nesting die on the inside. The outer die is what I'm going to cut my background out of. It's going to make the shadow, and my inner die is what I'm going to cut my decorative paper out of. And I like the 6x6 because I have an option to move it around and play. What it is do I want to cut? Do I want to cut way up here? Do I want it more down at the bottom? Do I want it kind of over and a little abstract? So I like the 6x6 for that. So we're going to start, and I'm going to die cut everything, and then we'll move on. So I'm going to grab my Sizzix Big Shot machine, and I'm pretty sure I can get through 2 sheets at a time. We're going to give it a whirl and see if I can do 2 sheets at a time, at least on the cardstock. So I've got my Sizzix Big Shot machine. I've got my base platform. I've got my solo shim that's needed. I've got a cut plate over the top. I've got my 2 sheets of paper, and I'm going to try. It may not. I mean, you are asking a die that just has this edge. There's no blade to it. You're asking it to go through 2 pieces of cardstock paper. I mean, even to ask it to go through 1 piece of paper is shocking to some people that it will actually do it. Just get these lined up. And then my do not cut plate, which is my top plate, which I try not to cut into because it keeps it from warping. And then I'm going to send it on through. And we'll see how I do. I might be recutting. Just a crank. The creaks and cracks that you are hearing is perfectly fine. It means your die is trying to cut through that paper. Oh, here it is. I'm like, where'd my other piece go? Yeah, it cut through 2 pieces. Awesome. So I can snip this off. And now let's make a decision. Lighter. Darker. Lighter. Boy, that's pretty. Darker. On this one, I'm actually going to stay with the lighter. So I can save these 2 pieces. I'll grab these 2. And we're just going to do a wash, rinse, and repeat with the largest die. I'm going to cut 2 of them at the same time. Just as a time saver. Well, and something just, oh, there it is. Okay, I was going to say something just stopped. There was a siren, and it literally just stopped in front of our door. So I didn't hear a big kabang. There was a bad accident in front of the store the other day. We are on a main thoroughfare here in Canyon Country, California. So there's no getting away from the ambulances, or we hear it all. We're on Soledad Canyon Road here in Canyon Country, California. There we go. And yes, we really are in the Taco Bell Plaza. We had a lovely family in from Virginia today who stopped by the store, and she can attest that she really is in the Taco Bell Plaza, and her store really is it really is a mom and pop shop. She had her whole family. They're here celebrating a granddaughter's graduation from high school. How exciting. Lovely family. Okay, so now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm not going to, I guess I chose not to do that one. Let's put that one away. I'm not going to cut my pattern, 2 of them at the same time, because the pattern's obviously different. I have to know where I'm cutting, and I have to see what I want to cut. This is the smaller die. And again, it has no edges. It has an edge, but no blades. There's nothing to hurt yourself with this. And you put it through your Big Shot machine, or your Big Shot Pro, your Big Shot Plus, your Vagabond, you can't do a sidekick with these dies. They're too big for a sidekick. But you can do a Platinum 6. You can do whose machine do you own? If it takes a wafer style die, and it has a wider width to it, absolutely. So I'm going to send these through individually. Every sheet's a little different, so I can't send them through more than one sheet at a time. But bing, bang, boom. This is an open frame die. I can stick my hand through it. It's an open frame die. It's a very simple die to cut, no precision base plate. You will notice on this die, there is a dotty edge to it. Let's see if I can get it to zoom in. There's a dotty edge that is added when you send it through. So an extra little detail all the way around these dies. So there's one. And I'm not willing to give up this little scrap of paper. I'm just not. This I'll let go. This, not so much. There's one. Let's decide where we want it on our So the sandwich remains the same. It's always your base platform, then your solo shim or a shim, then a cut plate, your paper, your die with the ridges face down, and then a do not cut plate. When you're cutting wafer style dies, this is the sandwich. And see, I'm not cutting into this top plate, so it's keeping my warpage down quite a bit. Every time you cut into a plate, it will slowly but surely start to warp, and that's just the nature of the beast. So again, it's got that dotty edge all the way around. Pretty. Now let's do our sunflower. And again, I'm not willing to throw that piece away right there. That's a tag right there. That's like a perfect tag. Done. So I think I'm going to take this one more towards the center. We'll see what we get. I think I moved it just a little bit back, a little bit down. One roll through, bing, bang, boom. I think that's going to be beautiful. All right, I'm willing to let that go. And then my last one is my buttercup. And I'm going to take that side right there. And send it on through. So now I've made my mats and I've made my focal point. I've die cut it all. And I am now done with this die and I'm done with this. And remember, there's two sizes. So I could do the small one as well. The small one I would do out of the Oh, I could get 2 if I do it this way. Let's just do a small one real quick. So there's my focal point. And I get 2 of the smaller ones out of one A6 sheet. And then remember that soft color that we thought that was going to be better for the... Oh, I think that works perfect for this one. So I'm going to grab the background, but because I can cut 2 of them at the same time, so the background die, I can cut 2 of them at the same time, and it doesn't matter if they line up perfect or not. I just need to make sure, ooh, I cut that by the hair of my chinny chin chin. We'll see how close it is. Did I go all the way? There we go. Okay, now I've got 2 small ones that we can do. Now I'm going to save that. So I think we've got 2 smalls ready to go. I put this one on the blue. And you could be done. You could just use them just like this and put them right onto your card base and you're done. You could do that. So this one was the purple. This one was the brown. And this one was the green. All right, now we need to pull out those dies that are, you're kind of like, what are they? What do they do? Those little round dies that make magic happen. You have 3 this size, 1 this that has little wings in it, and 1 that's open. And then these little button covers will cover this. So I don't know why you need 3 of them, but I'm gonna just use 1 at a time. And that's gonna do the trick for me. I'm gonna put these on my gotcha tool. So I've got my gotcha tool holding my dies. This way I don't lose them. This is a Sizzix product, it's my design. And that way, if I need to pick something up or I drop it, bam, just goes right to my gotcha tool. Easy peasy. So I'm gonna grab one of these small ones and I'm gonna take both layers and I'm gonna take that little die and I'm gonna find a place in a corner for it. Do I want it on this corner? Because if I do, it will open this way. Do I want it in the center? You decide. But we need to put a hole through both the matting piece and the decorative piece. So bring my machine back over. I guess because I have 3, I can do more than one at a time. Maybe that's why they gave you 3. But do I do that? Because I always, do I do it? All right, let's see what happens. So I'm going to send it on through. Oh, I can feel my machine is sitting on something. Come on, roll, roll, roll. Straighten it up. No, I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, by the time I get it to where I'm happy and not worried, I could have been done. Okay, so put a hole in both of my, see, could have been done. Line these up. Hole. Move just a little bit. Now you could use a Sizzix magnetic plate if you wanted to try and hold it, but that's such a small little die. I don't think the magnets will grab it. And I don't even have to go all the way. I just have to go enough for that die to cut. Okay, number 2, done. Number 3, we'll put that one in the middle. Done. The purple one I'm going to leave as is. And I'll just do one of the little ones and we'll leave the other one as is. Nope, it moved. Gosh, you could make these the cutest little tags by putting the little holes in them and then putting some ribbon through it. And all I needed to do is just go as far as that little die. That's it. Once I'm past that little die, I don't have to go any further. Done. Okay, so we're making progress. I've got one with a hole in the center, 2 with holes on the side. I've got 1 with no holes. I've got a little one with a hole to the side and a little one with no holes. Now we need to take the next die, well, the next 2 dies. Right here, just these. And we're gonna die cut these. Now again, these are going to be done out of cardstock, so it will do more than 1 piece at a time. You can do 2 sheets at a time. So I need that light blue for this one. And I need 2 of this and 1 of this. Two of these, 1 of those. Let's roll it on through. Two. And 1. Actually 1 3/4, but I don't need it. I just need 1. Okay, let's build our first one. So this is the one with the hole in the center. I take the little one that has the wings and I flip those wings just like I would an old-fashioned brad. Just as I would like an old-fashioned brad. I just flip those wings up and then I put those wings right through the hole that I just put in with the little hole, the little dies to do the holes. Now, if you've got a hole punch and you want to go faster and you don't want to die cut, I suppose you could do that. And I just put them right through the hole. And then I open them up just like I would a brad. That's all that is a brad. And what it's going to allow is for my top to swivel. Now, I had to cut 2 of these because I need to cover up the top piece there. It's not very pretty. It does what it needs to do, but I need to cover that up so it doesn't look so, and then I need to cover the back up in case I want to do that as well. This is where having wet glue comes in handy. You're going to need the wet glue. And no matter whether you're doing the top swivel, the top piece, or the back piece, you only put glue on the little wings on the outside here and a dab of glue on the outside of these 2 wings. It's the only place you need glue. Don't put it in the center hole. You'll glue your paper down and it will no longer swivel. If you put glue in the hole, it's no longer going to do this. Instead, you're going to be like, why isn't it moving? So you take a little bit of wet glue and I mean, it doesn't have to be much. You get a little bit on the tab, just on the little tab. Take your little dot, cover it up. Now your little tabs are not going to fall out, and you want to make sure that you don't put any glue in the hole because that will allow my paper to keep swiveling. Now a little glue on the top of these. And my little dot to cover that. Give your glue a second to set. Wanting to make sure that I'm still swiveling. Don't want to glue it in place. And now I've made a place for a secret message. So the most time-consuming thing of everything is die cutting, deciding your paper and die cutting. Everything else is super fast, super easy. So let's take this one. And I used this brown. Now you could use any paper you wanted. I'm just using the coordinating paper. And I've already punched the hole in it. So I need just my 2 little dies. Well, I guess I'm using the lighter brown. Okay. So I need just 2 of my little circles and 1 of my little dies that makes my makeshift brad. So just cut out my paper. Cut an extra piece. And now I can die cut those while this one is finishing to set. Ooh, I got glue on the back. And it swivels. So let's do this one real quick. My paper, 2 sheets on top of each other for my open circle, and I only need 1 of my little brad die. Now when I looked at these dies, nowhere in my imagination did I dream that this is what this set did. I had no clue, but you don't know what you don't know. So I've got my 2. And my 1. This is my one with my little tabs to make a little brad. I can put my dies back on my gotcha tool so I don't lose them. Take my brad. And put it through the little hole in the corner. It is such an easy die. And then open them just like I would a normal brad, but you don't need a brad. You've got this little paper brad. And then my little dots over the top with just a little bit of glue. Right on my little wings, right on my little tabs, not in the middle, nowhere, see, well, zoom, not in the middle, just on those little tabs. And then put my dot right over it so it hides it. Give a little bit of a press, and then let the glue do its thing. And a little bit here, and a little bit there. Okay, that one's done. Let's do our green one. Grab my 2 little dies. Two of this. And I only need 1 of that, but it's going to cut 2, so maybe I save it for later. And I only need to roll in as far as those dies are. I don't need to take it any further than that. So 2. I did cut 2 of these, even though I don't need them. I just cut a piece of paper that was big enough to do both, so. Make my little brad out of my paper. Put it through the double of the little holes that I've made. Open up my brad on the back side, just like you would a regular brad. A little bit of glue on my wings. My little dot. No glue in the center hole. You'll glue everything together and it won't swing anymore. Flip it over. And we'll let this one set. And the last one we'll do is just the little one, because even though it's smaller, it still uses the same 2 dies. Even though it's smaller, it still uses the same 2 dies. Look at that. Oh, even a better piece over here, even a little bit bigger. So saving these little pieces has certainly come in handy to cut these the little hardware that's needed to make these work. But I'm telling you, anybody can make these. These are an interactive die that is so easy peasy. Roll, 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 back, back, back. And come on. Out you come. There we go. And bring over my little itty bitty one. Fold my little brad, my little wings in so I can feed them through the hole I made. Then open them up. So you can't just leave it like this. You gotta put something over the top of it, or these will just eventually lift up and fall out. They're not metal, they're paper. So you gotta put something over the top of it to make sure that they don't fall out. And that's what that little extra dot does. A little bit of liquid glue, and it doesn't matter what liquid glue you use. You use so little of it, what do you got? You have Elmer's glue, that's gonna work too. It's all about the placement of the glue, not necessarily what kind of glue. You have glossy accents or some kind of an accent like that, crystal accents. You just got to keep it swinging. And right over the top. Now, remember this little die here? This little die does all these little covers that you can put over on top of this one. You can cut all these different little shapes to add a little accent on top of this main this main little dot. You don't have to keep it just like this. You can take any of these, the cute little heart. They're cute little buttons. And you just put it right over, you put your dot down and then you put it right over the top of the dot. And let's let that one go. Now I'm gonna just tape these down because we didn't put any holes in these. I'm gonna put that piece back on. I wonder if I can pull the tape off. I'm gonna make a pocket out of this one. I'm gonna take off my Stacey tape. Maybe, maybe not. Come on, there we go. Great. And I'll put a little tape on the side. Maybe something a little thinner. Pull this one off too. And I'm going to put it closer to the bottom because I decided to make a pocket out of this. Closer to the bottom. So when I seal it up, it'll have a little pocket for a tag or money or a note. So I could do this with the small or the big one and make a little pocket out of them. And now I've got it open on the top, so I can stick something in there if I want. And then the big one, let's close that one up. And let's put that one right onto a card base. So the first cards we did, we just literally took and hand cut and trimmed and matted. Here we use the die as a nesting die, which is what I thought it originally was. Turns out I didn't know what I didn't know. Okay, and then how about thinking of you at a difficult time? That one's done. Okay. Then we have these that now I can add to my card base if I want, and have the swing open. So what do we want this one to say? How about just for you? Well, I could have used the other one for brother, but how about just for you, sister? And make it disappear so you don't even see it. So again, I think you can see where I've rubbed it with my finger and where I haven't. You can see the difference. I don't know that a brayer would work. I don't know that you would get enough pressure with a brayer. You would have to try. But I have my fingers with me every day, and it works just fine. So now they swing. Yeah, turn my card around. In fact, if I wanted, I could take this make two pieces. Still mat this on here, put this on here. But since my sentiment's already here, maybe I put a pocket on the back for a gift card. Oh, it's not the right one, but I think you get the idea. So I don't need a card that opens because my hidden message has my sentiment. So I don't need to use a full card base. I cut my card base in half. Still fits in the envelope. Only I would take and make, what do I have? I would take and make a matching oh, that's buttercup, not sunflower. Well, that's not gonna work. Buttercup. Well, that would be cute. And put it on the back. And what was the paper that we used? Oh, it's that green. Do I still have enough? go. Do you think we can make it? All right, let's give her a whirl. Can you see how useful this die is? And I have samples of the other 2 dies that are in the bundle, and they are beautiful dies. But this one is the one that kind of required a little bit of a teachable moment to it. Bing, bang, boom, done. I'm just going to take that piece down there. That way I can still use that piece up there, right? Bing, bang, boom, done. Oh, how cute is this gonna be? Oh my gosh, yes, thank you. I love it. So I'm gonna seal this just up. I wanna make sure that I'm going in there. I'm gonna seal this just up on 3 sides because I want a little pocket. So I'm gonna keep it as close to the bottom as I can, leaving more room in that pocket for stuff. And then a little bit on each side. And instead of using a whole card base, I used half a card base, which means I still have another half left to use somewhere. And then a little bit of tape here. A little bit of tape here. And this one I'll put on all 4 sides because it's the backing to my pocket. My pocket opens. But I want to tape all 4 sides down. Let's make sure I've got it going the right direction. Got my message. I've got my gift card. I've got my envelope. And away I go. Look at that. So cute. Okay, that one's good. Now this one. So I do have this piece that I didn't use here, right? Because that was the other half of the card base. And this is kind of dark. So putting that peelable down on this dark paper would kind of be hard to see. But what if I use this as a mat? These are both so pretty. So lovely. It just swivels and swings. That's what I want it to do. Do I want to use this as a mat so I can put down a sentiment? A true friend is the rarest of all blessings. Could have used the die. Stacey. Then would have had that cute little cut to it that matches. There, now I put the sentiment just on a piece of white paper. I can put it inside. And now that one's done. And I can put that in an envelope if I don't want to back it with anything. And now I've got the sentiment so I can see it. All right, so we've done several of these. I think you get the gist on how they are done. I think you see how useful they can be. I think you totally get how phenomenal that set is, whether you're using it just on its own or you're making a swivel out of it. Even the little cute little swivel, darling. And then again, the paper, of course, is stunning, but we're not done. I've got one more thing. Let's see if I can get it done pretty quickly. Chop, chop is what I would tell myself. So let's see. Do I have a piece of black paper? I do. All right, I'm gonna cut. Oh, oh, I'm gonna need my gotcha tool to find where that thing went. Holy smokes, it just rolled right on by. It's a good thing I'm not gonna need it, right? It literally just rolled right on by. Oh, we're gonna have to get my gotcha tool out and see if my gotcha tool can find where it went. Hello, die, where are you? Well, the other ones are on the back. All right, I'll do it after we're done. But remind me, I have to find that die, the little die that makes the, and these have migrated to the back. Okay, so I'm gonna do 3 this size, I think I want. I think I want the big size. And I think I'm gonna do it with the poppy paper. Poppy paper's so pretty. Let's grab that A2 or basic size. And let's find a couple pieces that I like. So maybe 1, 2, and 3. Let's try these. So I'm going to roll these through with a small one, and then let's decide what matting paper we're going to use. All right, it'll definitely be one of those three. Let's see which one we like the best. That looks really good. That looks really good too. All three of these look great. Which one do we go with? Well, let's go with the orange. I'll maybe use these two in just a minute. So I need to cut 3 of these, so I'm going to need 1 more of the orange. So I'm just going to split this in half. Cut 2 of these, and then 1 more. So it doesn't have to be centered or anything because it's cardstock. It's the same color all the way around. Send it on through. So 1, 2. I need 1 more. Done. Now let's grab the 3 pieces we like. I think I will do these. Figure out what piece we want. Okay, that looks lovely. Now this is out of the nesting piece. One done. The 6x6 might have been better. I might get a better yield out of it, but I want to do this and get it done for you so you can see a layout. You're like, wait, what? A layout? Yep, let's try and put together a quick and simple layout. I've got a few layouts to show you, but I thought I would just try now. I'm not getting rid of this. I'm saving this. I'm putting it over here in my scraps. Now the question is, which one? I think that's beautiful. Nope, I'm going there. All right, so I've got my 3. I've got my backing pieces. Let's get them down, and I'm just going to do easy tape just so I can get them down to show you. You would do a much better job of taping these down. And even though my tape is too long, I just fold it back onto itself. It's double-sided tape. So I don't even worry about trimming it down to size. I just fold it right back onto itself and have at it. I'm a girl who needs to get a layout done. Oh, that was not good. Nope, that was not good. We're gonna try that one again. There we go, better. Okay, 3 done. Let's bring over my black paper. I'm going to get 3 that way. Told you I'd end up using those other 2 sheets. I'm going to use them for my pictures. One mat. Will I get them to fit? I will get them to fit. And I think I'm going to try and have these actually almost touching each other. And then I've got my layout there. No, stop. Step away. I I need a little something more, but I don't know what that more is, and I don't want to, I'm going to mat these down, but I don't know what the more is yet, so I don't want to do anything until I'm sure. Because those are just the A5s. Then we could get 2 images there. Nope. I'd give anything to stand up. Oh, there we go. Perfect. And then I have to decide, do I want to strip something down the center and mat that? Do I just want to leave it? So those are there. Oh, now that I might like. That might work for me. One, two, three, four. Then you could get 4 pictures on there. This might be too big. Yeah, that's right at that size. But this might work for me. Well, let's tape these down. Take that one first. So now I'm using the dies, and I'm not using it for the little reveal card at all. So 1, 2, bit higher, almost to the very, very, very tippy, tippy, tippy top. And this one up just a little bit higher, almost to the tippy, 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 tippy top. And then that one fits perfect. Looks like a row of tickets. I know, just when I thought I was done, huh? But I gotta finish the layout. I started it now. And I want you to see how useful the dies are, how you can get so much from them, whether you're a card maker, altered art, mixed media, scrapbooker, or you do it all. In the morning, you're doing card making. In the afternoon, maybe you're knitting. In the evening, you decide to work on a layout or two. So I need 2, and I need 2 more to do 4. And then it's all going to coordinate. Oh, Stacey. There we go. Done. And then I need, do I have one more piece of orange? Please have one more piece of orange. Let's see if I can get 2 out of here. 2 and 2. It's gonna be tight. But where there's a will, there's a way. Now I should tell you, the girls already did layouts. Oh. Oh, phew. I was nervous. Okay. Now all I have to do is get 2 out of here. Easy peasy. I got lots of room over here. But I love that paper so much. I thought, you know, we'll just do a layout. Something simple, something easy, something a new scrapbooker would be able to do, even if all you're doing is cutting rectangles with scissors. You can, instead of having this little ticket, the little ticket look, you can just cut rectangles with scissors and mat your paper on top of it if you're a newbie scrapbooker. Girls are going to be shocked. I can hear the SMS girls now. She did a layout. And honorary SMS girl Gail, that doesn't mean that you don't have to do layouts anymore. Try again, girlfriend. Your layouts and Claire's layouts are stunning. Mine are quick, easy, and to the point. I'm not so sure about the orange now, but we're not changing it. We're going. I'm looking at it going, I don't know now. Maybe I'm not so sure about the orange. I think I like it without them better. So we'll use these someplace else. But I think I like it plain. Maybe it's the orange that got to me. You're like, you just did all that die cutting, Stacey. I know. It's okay. We'll use it for something. Yep, I think I'm happier with it just plain. And again, you would do a much better job of taping down. This is just to hold it in place. All right, a layout. Simple as it may be, it is a layout. Right? Simple as it may be. That's okay. Everything doesn't have to be over the top. Holy smokes, we did a lot today. So we made a layout, but we started way back when we literally just made cards. All we did was take the paper and the matting paper that comes in the bundle. This one we just literally stuck right on top of the tent card, and we took the Katie Sue. These are all the Katie Sue sentiments from all the different sets that they have. They just do a great job right on the top. Right on the top. Easy peasy. Then we got into making the cute little swivels, cute little reveals. Cute little reveals. This one we added the pocket to the back. This one we haven't finished yet. This one we added a piece of paper on the inside so that our sentiment could be seen. Entirely up to us. And this one we just made a card out of. But it's all using the dies from Simple and Basic. All of it. And then we did a quick layout. I don't know how quick it was, but it's done. Gives you room for two really nice images, maybe some journaling over here. One of the girls will finish this up. It needs a little something on the corners. It needs something. I just don't know what that something is. And I'm not going to just put anything on it just to put anything on it. I'd rather wait and have it be right than just throw something on it. So we worked with the dies from Simple and Basic. Now I have samples made with these two, and they are beautiful, really beautiful. And the I Want It All bundle is an amazing price. It is $31.99 for all three. I'm going to tell you with the way things are right now, there are some dies out there that are less than this, that are over $30. Forget about these. This is an amazing value for what you're getting, especially in today's market right now where prices are just going absolutely crazy. And you saw how many things I did with this. There are people who have this die alone for $31 or this size alone for $31. So this is the I Want It All bundle. Do we have open stock? Very, very limited. And once they're sold, they're gone. They're not coming back. So this is Simple and Basic. And then we brought in the 4 bundles of paper. And these are only sold in the bundle. You get the A6, you get the 6x6, and then you get, each one of them has their own set of cardstock to help coordinate. Knowing that the cardstock was not designed to go with this paper, we put it together thinking that it made a really nice match. So 4 of them. You've got the vintage sunflower, you've got poppy, you've got buttercup, and you've got vintage mauve, and they're all simply beautiful. And again, you're getting 24 sheets of A6, 24 sheets of 6x6, and 32 sheets of cardstock for $16.99. I think that that's in the realm of affordable. I think we did good on the pricing. I really do think we did well on the pricing. Then we have all the different sets of peelables. We've got the family and friends and the birthday selections and the thinking of you that has the with sympathy and the message of faith, which is again religious based. And then we have Christmas peelables, and we have the wonderful days. So a little bit of something for everybody, all types of congratulations and celebrations. So we've got all the peelables also on sale at 20% off. You decide, you may already own these. That's why I used them. I know many of you already have them. And then we have what's left, and there's not much left of the card bases. We've got 5x7, we've got Slimline, and we've got the A6, which is what I was using today. They're on sale for 50% off, and these are also, when they're gone, they're gone. They are so they're 300 GSM, so super heavy, 10 cards, 10 envelopes, and I think that they're down to this is down to $3 or something crazy. But when they're gone, and this was what I was using all day today. So lots of beautiful things, so much loveliness, and then the girls made wonderful samples for you. I want to make sure I get them all. So right onto the card base, there's the tent card, the paper, and the peelable right on top. Bam, done. And then we've got a little tag. Now, this was made using this die set right here. So this wreath doesn't come out. This wreath cuts into all the little flowers, cut into, and then you layer and you lift them. Look at how fabulous. Catherine made this one. Look at how beautiful it is. So the wreath doesn't cut out a floral wreath. It cuts that floral wreath into the paper, and then you add all your little flowers on top. And she used the vintage mauve. Isn't that beautiful? Catherine did a beautiful job. And I think Patty did this one. Yep, Patty did this one because she had the poppies. And then Happy Day. This is Gail. And there you go. Just a sweet little sentiment. And she made a card out of it. See, and she's cut the little, so she did the big, the background, the decor, and then she did the smaller one as a mat in the middle, and she put her little hole up here in the corner. Very clever. And then here we have Patty, because she was Poppies, and she did the little button on the top with the extra die that they give you, and your sentiment. She's got it matted. So pretty, Patty. And not sure who did this one. Matted it on a lighter color. And here we've got the smaller. Katie did this one, so you've got the larger die set and then the smaller right on it. Look at that, isn't that cute? And again, the little buttons, the little extra dies that you got here. She used it right here, a little button, so cute. Elena, we're gonna have to get the gotcha tool and start looking for dies. I hear them rolling, but it's darling, isn't it? And then we've got Patty. Now Patty just took square. She didn't die. She just matted everything, put the hole in it, and used it that way. Did the smaller one in the center. So here she just took the A6 and, oh, here it is, thank you. Or the 6x6 and made her card. And just went straight into the card. She didn't even do the outside. She saved that for in the center. Lovely, Patty. Sending you sunshine. So again, look at right up here in the corner. Oh, Gail, love that. Sending you sunshine. Look at that. So pretty. Have an open heart. Oh, Katie, this is beautiful. Katie took all of those little buttons. She took the paper, she filled it and added a sentiment. That's beautiful, Katie. So lovely. And then here, with the sentiment, Buttercup, with the Katie Sue sentiments. And you're bloomin' lovely. Yes, you are. And Patty just made a card out of it. She just layered it and made a card. So the only thing she used the die for was around here. She just matted. She did a Stacey. She used oodles and oodles of mats. And this is Katie, get well soon. Look at that with that 6x6 paper. Beautiful. Oh, and here's the sunflower with the blue. Oh my gosh, love it with the blue because you've got that blue right there. Is there a sentiment? Oh, bam. Hello. Don't know who made this one, but yay. Bam. Hello. That's gorgeous. Happy birthday to you. Look at how easy peasy was that. Straight onto, so matted, straight onto the card base with the Katie Sue right over the top of it. Happy birthday to you. Sign it on the inside and you're good. You're done. Straight onto the card base. So this one was matted to the card base, so there was an extra mat added. This one was taken straight to the card base, but still, that's the Katie Sue sticker on top. That's how good they look. Amazing. The paper is so stunning. Now you can see why everybody who walked into the store was like, when can I have the paper? Well, we're closed on the weekend, so you can have it on Monday, but you can shop for it Saturday. This one is Katie. She fussy cut out to build that frame. It's beautiful. So here she used the die to cut an aperture in this back piece. And then she fussy cut this to add it in. Oh, and this one's stunning. I don't know who made this one. Oh, wait a minute, Catherine. Catherine, this is gorgeous. This is with that die with the, see, it doesn't cut out the flowers. It doesn't cut out a wreath. It cuts it into the paper. This is stunning. Love the blue and the yellow. I do. You had me there. And here we have Patty. Again, she just kept all the paper square, put the hole in, used the little paper brad, and didn't even die cut. She just kept it square, easy peasy mac and cheesy. And here we have a reveal with the Katie Sue. And here we have just on the paper. So the paper right to the card base, a little sentiment, and then your sentiment on the inside. Right onto the card base. That paper is that good. This is Catherine. And Catherine made a tag out of the other little die. Look at how pretty is this. And she made a pocket. Yes, she did. You go, girl, Catherine. So she used the little die to make the pocket. She's got the little half wreath up here on her tag. She's got her buttercup paper going on. Oh, and here's another with the half wreath. Patty did this one, and she took it, and instead of using it as a half wreath, let's see, where is it? It's right here. Instead of using it as a half wreath, she cut it twice to get a full wreath, because this one does cut out, whereas this one cuts in. They're beautiful. This is beautiful, Patty. It's Patty, yeah, I wanna make sure it's Poppy, so it should be Patty. It's beautiful. Be open to whatever comes next. Absolutely, Catherine. Stunning. Love. And then a tag. Oh, they used the little, instead of just tying them together, they did it with the little paper brad. Gail. And then besides my layout, I have two really, really good layouts. This is Gail's, Honorary SMS Girl Gail's layout. Now it's beautiful. It really is. She took the little dots and she put them here and there, and she's got the beautiful image, and she put little bees on it and layered here, and you've got for your picture. So pretty. And then I have from Claire. Okay, and Claire did the mauve, vintage mauve. You've got the little reveal right there for simple pleasures. Just list the happy moments of whatever this occasion was. Places for your images. She's got oh no, not a little pocket. I thought maybe it was a little pocket, Claire, but it's not. She's like, shh. Aren't they beautiful? Showing you how you can utilize all of this into your scrapbooking. And then me, I just kept it simple. I mean, crazy simple. We'll finish it. It needs a little something on these, but we'll finish it later. But that's it, guys. We did a lot and we played with a lot. Simple and Basic is out of Denmark. Paper Favorites is out of Denmark. Katie Sue is out of the UK. Lot of international product here. So we have what we have. And I tried to bring in as much as I could, and I tried to keep the pricing as affordable as I could. And looking at the prices of dies right now, I am glad I brought these in a little while ago. Otherwise, I don't know that we could do this bundle for $31.99. I have seen the price increases of what's going on, and literally some are getting $30 for a die this size. So if you saw something you liked, get it. The paper in the bundles only, but for $16.99. Oh, swoon. So hopefully something sparked your creativity, made you want to get out and start crafting. If that's all this class did for you today, hurrah, we did good. If we energized your mojo and you said, oh, I have to go get into my craft room right now, I couldn't ask for anything better than that. So it is me, Stacey, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. I would say that you should go shop your local independent retailer, but for this product, I don't think they're going to have it. I think you're going to have to shop with Scrapbooking Made Simple because we did import it directly from companies that are not overly well known here in the US. But it was so pretty. So I will see you Monday, Warehouse Monday, 6 p.m. sunny California time, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, when I will show you some of the Sizzix that's on sale. The sale will start at 6 p.m.-ish. It will take a while to get everything loaded, so be patient. And if the patience are a thing for you, I would not go shopping at the very get-go. I would give it an hour or two to let the mass craze go through and then come back. Will you have missed some things? Yes, but you have to balance your frustration level with getting a super good deal at 90% off. I leave it to you. Watch the video. Okay, you guys, I will see you Monday again. It's me, Stacey, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Thanks for hanging with me, and I enjoyed our live chat. Bye, everybody.